here's everything you need to know about braces. Let's start. I'm going to start by answering the most frequently asked questions. Number one, this is what everybody asks. Everybody asks me, people who I know have braces, everybody asks, do braces hurt? My short answer, yes. It definitely can be a painful process, but what I will say is the braces itself don't necessarily hurt. It's all the stuff that comes with it. For example, just getting the braces put on, I mean, it's going to be a little pressure and stuff like that because they are going to be gluing brackets to your teeth and then, you know, putting a little wire and a little rubber band. Now, when they start adding power chains, they start adding rubber bands, they start adding wires, that's when the pain comes into play. I've had all three. Matter of fact, I got a rubber band in right now. It's kind of in the back. But overall, it really just comes down to how you tolerate pain. Next is what the first day feels like. Me personally, I can only speak from my experience. Once I got them on, I just felt like I could not talk right. It just felt weird to talk. It felt like I had to put my lips over my teeth. Like I had to overdo it. It just made my lips feel weird and like they weren't in the right place. And when I drank hot stuff or cold stuff, I could feel it on my tooth. So say I drank something cold, I could feel the wire in my mouth turn cold. Other than that, the first day, it didn't hurt or anything like that. Right now, I have power chains. That's what they look like. First starting out, I just had the single rubber bands, so that didn't hurt at all. What colors look best on your teeth? I wish somebody would have told me this before I got braces, because when I first got braces, I was like, oh my gosh, I get to pick from all these different colors. Like, they're gonna look so cute. Yes, yes, yes. Every color is not gonna flatter your teeth. Me personally, I feel like clear, yellow, and orange don't fit the best on me. Yellow tends to make your teeth look more yellow. Clear tends to make your teeth look yellow. And orange, since it is kind of a tint of yellow, it does tend to make your teeth look yellow. Now, I did hear that people said pink does not go good because your gums are kind of pink and it just doesn't make a good match. But I have pink and I think the pink looks really cute. I would personally recommend starting out with dark colors. So your blacks, your purples, your blues, anything like that, because one, it's not really going to pop out. You know, if you just walk up to somebody and your mouth is full of yellow rubber bands, that's going to stand out a little bit more than a deep blue. And darker colors make your teeth look whiter, so that's just also a tip to remember. Next question is, what is something to look out for when it comes to braces that nobody told you about? I know that was a long question. Make sure that you get wax. If you're getting braces or you go to the orthodontist, you know what I'm talking about. They give you this small case of beeswax. Hold on. Do I have mine? Let's see if I have mine. This is what mine is in, just a small case. Matches the braces. It has wax in it, basically. Wax that you can put in your mouth. And I don't really deal with this anymore, but when I was first starting out, the wire in my mouth would get caught on my gum. So it would like snag my gum and cut my gum. Horrible, right? I know. So to avoid that, you put the wax on the part that's kind of tearing up your gum, and it'll keep it smooth so your skin doesn't get snagged on it and you don't get like sores and stuff in your mouth. So keep you some wax in your side pocket, back pocket, purse, book bag. Will braces interfere with school activities or activities in general? This is a good question. You know what? They can. I have some school pictures coming up, but that's okay. You know, it's nothing to be ashamed about. You know, they can't interfere with things like that. And pizza parties, or you want to stay away from the caramels, the hard candies, the chocolates, the gummy bears, the sour gummy worms, the cupcakes. You know, you want to stay away from that stuff because you don't want the sugar to get caught up in your teeth and create a cavity. I'm not saying you can't have it. I'm just saying you don't want to overconsume that type of thing. If you're in a club and y'all meet every Thursday, and every Thursday y'all have cupcakes and candy and ice cream, you know, your braces might interfere with that because you might not want to consume that every single Thursday. I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to inform. How often do you brush your teeth? Orthodontists recommend brushing your teeth 2 to 3 times a day. I usually brush my teeth twice a day, once in the morning and then once at night, just so you know. I start the morning off with a fresh mouth and end the day with a fresh mouth. But if I ate something and I'm just like, or I think something may have got stuck in my braces, then I just make sure I play it safe and go ahead and brush my teeth, use some mouthwash, because you do not want stuff stuck in your braces. That is a no. You do not want that. It just don't do it. So if you just kind of have an iffy feeling, go ahead and brush your teeth an extra time. Even if you already did your 2 or your 3, just go ahead. How long do you need braces? This all depends on what condition your teeth are in. They said I was gonna have to have mine for 18 months. It's coming up on 18 months and I still have them. It really just depends on what your process is like. How often do you floss your teeth? The orthodontist told me to floss my teeth every night, but y'all, that flossing process takes so long because you literally have to floss in between. It's not just a little no, it's like you gotta put that in between every little. So with that being said, I usually do it a good 6 out of 7 days of the week, but it's always one day where I'm just like, okay, I'll get it tomorrow. I'm gonna be so honest. But they do recommend flossing at least once a day. I hope that answered all of you all's questions. If I missed a question, didn't get to one, or you would like me to explain one a little bit more in detail, just leave it in the comments down below and I'll be glad to answer you. Now, let's get into the do's and don'ts. You want to make sure you're brushing your teeth. That's a must because things are going to get in your braces. Whether you plan for it or not, it's going to happen. And you want to make sure you brush that out. So at least 2 times a day. When you wake up and then before you go to sleep. You've been putting stuff in your mouth all day. And you don't want to go to sleep with that, okay? But preferably 3 times. 1 in the morning, middle of the day, and then before you go to bed. Just to ensure you haven't missed anything. Floss every day. I need to take my own advice. Floss your teeth. You will find things that you missed brushing, so floss. Wear your rubber bands. There are so many people who get braces and then don't wear their rubber bands, so your teeth never really shift to where they need to be because you don't put your rubber bands on. I'm not judging though, because I can't even lie. The first day they told me to wear these rubber bands, gave me rubber bands, and then they also put a wire in my mouth. It was like a metal bar wire, all at the same time. And when I say the pain was an 11 out of 10, it woke me up out my sleep. And I said no. I took those rubber bands out, put them in the trash, and rolled over and went back to bed. Learn from me. Don't be a me. I'm sorry, I couldn't take it anymore. But now, as you can tell, I don't know if y'all can see it, but there we go. I have a rubber band in. I wear my rubber bands. I've learned. So yes, please wear your rubber bands and put them in the right place because you don't want your teeth to shift to the wrong spot. That just defeats the whole purpose. Be sure to also moisturize your lips. Your lips just get drier. Is that a word? More dry. When you have braces, they get more dry. And me personally, I cannot stand dry or cracked lips. So I would recommend having something to moisturize your lips with. You don't necessarily have to have a lip gloss. You can have chapstick, you can have cocoa butter, you can have Vaseline. Whatever works best for you, just find that and keep it on you at all times. You're gonna need it. Also, let me know down below in the comments how many of you all have braces and how many of you all don't, or if you're thinking about getting them or not. Comment a 1 if you have them. Comment a 2 if you're thinking about getting them. And then comment a 3 if you're like, no, I don't have them. I just, decided to tune in. Nothing's wrong with that either. Now we're into the don'ts. These might be a little slightly challenging to accept. First off, cut out the gum. Cut it out. Cut it out. The only gum that you can eat is sugar-free gum because that doesn't get caught in your teeth. But all the favorite gum and the blow pops and all that stuff, just you don't want that getting stuck in your tooth and staying there. We don't want that. If you do eat sweets, because I'm not against sweets, But what I would advise you to do is after you eat that, at least swig your mouth out with some water or some mouthwash. And then if you have access to toothbrush, toothpaste, brush your teeth thoroughly so that you don't leave any candy residue in your mouth. Do not bite hard food and hard candy. This is the quickest way to break a bracket. I know because I've done it before. Leave the hard stuff alone. The almonds, sometimes even the potato chips, the what's it called? The lemon heads, all that hard stuff, really, really chewy stuff. This little metal piece right here, it's gonna come popping off. It's gonna pop off. We don't want that. We don't want it popped off. We are locked in. With that being said, try to avoid that, or maybe break it up. Don't bite down on it as hard. Anything you can do to prevent from getting a bracket broke. Heads up on popcorn kernels, because I really enjoy going to the movies. And what's a movie experience without popcorn? It's great when you have braces, because if you get that popcorn and one of those kernels gets stuck in your teeth, when I say it, I'm trying to warn you, it is not pleasant at all. It is not pleasant at all, and it's so hard to get the kernel out. Avoid popcorn at all costs, and if you have to, try to get one that has less kernels and eat it carefully, because when that kernel gets stuck in your tooth, you'll never want to eat popcorn again. Lastly, ice. Ice can still break a bracket. So if you're an ice chewer, you may want to reconsider that. I'm here just to advise. I'm not here to judge. But maybe think about your ice eating habits and adjust those accordingly. So, you know, when you late night chilling, chewing on some ice, you don't hear a little pop and you look down and your bracket is on your lap. Might not be the best, because, you know, at 11 o'clock at night, you can't always schedule an appointment for the orthodontist. Most of them, I don't know who would not be, but most of them are closed at those times of night. It's all an experience though. Things happen. With that being said, just try to stay alert and aware to prevent things that could have been prevented. That is my advice. That is my do's and don'ts. And that's my heads up tricks, tips, all in one. If this video was helpful for you, let me know in the comments what you got the most out of it, what you didn't know, what you knew but it was good to hear again. Anything, let me know in the comments, and I'll be glad to get your feedback, because I want to know. I want to know, you know, what I did, what I could improve on, all of that. Before you leave, hold on. You can get comfortable, chill. Before you leave, make sure you subscribe to my channel, and let me tell you why. So my subscribers, I call my subscribers my J-Babes. And the only way you can become a J-Babe is if you subscribe to my channel. Now, it's not that much effort. It's like a click. It takes, maybe like a half a second. You know, it's not really, but it's helpful. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you're notified every single time I upload a video, because it's always fun, lit vibes over here. We have a good time. Leave a comment down below if there's something you want to comment that I didn't suggest. You know where to leave it, or you can DM me on Instagram at It's Lauren J. And now, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you in the next video. Peace. Did I even introduce myself? My name is Lauren J. And that's who I am. I enjoy making content. I enjoy having fun, having good vibes. And I'm just here to spread a little information that I know. All right, now back to the regular program.